All right, so it begins. Oh, turn this one down. Oh, I gotta mute that one. I'll put that one over there. Sweet. Hello, tiny blonde. All right, ain't nothing to it but to do it. One at a time. Big, about a week or 10 days, usually. A lot of little leaf in here. Thanks, Aromatics. Appreciate you, Jeff. One at a time. Oh, dude, you should definitely get into making your own, without a doubt. Grab a kit from one of the couple places online that still have some leaf, and just go for it, man. Just go for it. Just go for it. Let's see. So you guys can see the mold, and you can see that the tray is empty. And anything we roll tonight goes in the tray. That'll give us a tally, so to speak. That's really quite juicy. That's not good. What did I do for dinner tonight? Had some fried rice and a little bit of chicken. Just kept it simple, you know? Not too heavy. Don't need to be slow tonight. Nothing heavy to weigh me down, you know what I mean? Oh, I wish I could, bud. Wish I could. What is it? Salios? Wish I could. We only do this for entertainment and education. These leaves are tiny. Solid. Can't go wrong with steak and salad, that's for sure. Oh, thank you so much. Kind of went through the bags and picked the best stuff out of what we had and tried to make sure it was at least kind of cleaned up for tonight. Make it a little bit easier, you know what I mean? Make it a little bit easier. No, this is all Cuban seed tobacco. The one to my left is Nicaraguan Condego, and we got Olor Viso, Cameroon, and then over here is a Honduran. Yes, it does smell quite lovely. Quite lovely. Wonder how much scrap is going to be left over. Oh, thank you, Liquid City Streams. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, the board I'm rolling on, or I do have a a hygrometer in here just so that I can keep an eye on what the humidity is. I've got a rather large humidifier sitting behind me, doing everything it can to keep the humidity up. I want to keep everything nice and soft tonight so it's easy to work with. Bunching them will be the speedy part. Wrapping them will be a bit slower, but I got a plan for that too. I may smoke one tonight. I very well might. There's a high probability this one's going to get 18 and up. So we'll go from there, but that'll be later on. Figure if we hit when we hit the halfway mark, I'll fire one up. And my ashtray off to the left. Although it is kind of difficult to smoke and roll at the same time. Cigar tends to keep going out. Man, that stem does not want to break. Once I get the first mold in, it'll be a little bit less pressure, and I can actually, once I get both molds in and start wrapping the first set, that's when the pressure will ease up just a skosh. Just gonna have fun with it. Wow. Oh, absolutely. That's my favorite time. Relaxing, enjoying life, kick back, smoke a cigar. It's awesome. Gonna have to have another leaf. There we go. That's better. Well, to be honest, I vape as well because I can't smoke cigars all day long. I wish I could, but it's just not the way life is rolled out. But I quit smoking cigarettes vaping, so I have a pretty decent opinion of it. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Every one of those counts and helps. I will. When we hit 25, I'll light one up. How about that? I think that's a fair deal. Yes, Masiba, I am. Andrea, thank you. Andre, appreciate the sub more than you know. Exactly. Hit the like, Cottonmouth. You're dead right, man. Dead right. Yeah, he's right. What he's they're right. What they're saying is, when we hit the like button, it lets YouTube know that hey, something cool's going on here, and then it shares it, and we can get our numbers up even more, which is even cooler. Nice. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, this was talked about last week during the live stream about most cigars we'd ever rolled in a live. And one of the gentlemen that's kind enough to share his knowledge with us. Said he'd done 50. And the guy that's another gentleman that helps me out considerably, he said, I bet you can do 51. I said, well, maybe I can. Let's find out. So here we are, trying for the most cigars I've literally ever rolled in a day. The most I'd ever rolled in a day was 30. So this is definitely going beyond that. Should have took that into account. As I get into the thicker leaves, I'll have to be more careful stacking them in like this. I don't want to overstuff them because then they won't draw. That's pretty good. What we got here? Thank you, Sean. We're going to give it our best shot, man. 52, right on, Sean. I hear you, buddy. We might get that far. We get close to 50, I'll make the last 2 torpedoes. Nah, I can. Torpedoes take a whole lot longer, and I can't just pop them in the press for 5 minutes. That's going to be the trick tonight, is managing press time. No, I do not. There is another channel that does that, but I am not. YouTube frowns very, very seriously upon that, so we don't do that. But the technique is virtually the same. Fortunately, I have 2 50 molds, so we can keep moving like that. Get a set in. Yeah, I was quite new, Joe. Quite new. Well, no, it wasn't 8 straight hours. I mean, I only had an 8-pack mold, so it took quite a bit longer to get higher numbers. At least with this, I have 2 of these 50 molds, so I can actually keep going instead of having to stop and wait every time I fill the mold. That's what made that take so long. Thank you, Super. I appreciate that, man. We're gonna have a good time. Oh, this is number 5 we're bunching right now. Figured I'd go as hard as I could out of the gate. See how long I can last. If you were to buy 1 or a box of these, how are you making it, but in a shop? How much? Okay, if I was to actually sell these, the leaf that's in it and the construction of them would put these in the $20 to $25 range because of the age of the leaf and all that good stuff. Trevor, thank you so much, dude. That's awesome. And meow, huh? Those 2 separate tobacco leaves are breaking down a leaf, rolling it into a non-broken leaf down. No. Oh, yeah. This is a half, though. This is the binder. But what I've got in my hands is the filler. So we roll the filler in tubes and then line them up and try not to squish them. And then wrap them up in the binder and make sure they're not twisting. About 1.5 years. I've been making cigars about 1.5 years. Got started on a trip that my wife and I went on. It's the first time I'd smoked a cigar in probably 10 years. And we were sitting on the beach in Jamaica, just first time we'd taken a vacation, and God, I can't tell you how long. I mean, an actual legitimate vacation. And smoked one and remembered how much I loved them, and then got home and found out how expensive they were, and decided, nope, I can do this. And here we are. A year and a half later, probably close to 1,800 cigars later. Would I like to make money doing this someday? Absolutely. Hello, Holland. Brandy, what's up, baby? How you be? Nice. Nice. Got a large portion of the clan in the house tonight. The whole factory, Van Neal in Rotterdam. Yeah, unfortunately, it is a dying art in anywhere but Central America. Hello. Oh, thanks, Joe. The leaves that I'm using are a Dominican, a Honduran, a Cameroon, and a Dominican Olor. Right. No, I'm sorry. Nicaraguan, Dominican, Cameroon, and wow. Yeah. What did my brain just turn off for? Honduran, sorry. Whew. Oh, I need another one of these dudes, her. Honduran's really crunchy. You can buy leaves on the internet. It's a pretty quick little Google search. Just do a search for whole leaf tobacco. If they would sponsor me, I would scream their name from the top of the mountains. But they don't normally do that. And I don't blame them. And we're not rolling this real tight. It's the mold's job to make them tight. Not mine. It's just meant to hold them together real well. Do they put in Cubans? Cuban tobacco only. Every Cuban cigar that is actually an authentic Cuban cigar is a Puro. Nothing but Dominican tobacco. I mean, nothing but Cuban tobacco. And look back over at the chat. Yes, Scott, it is legal to grow your own plants. In Virginia, I can grow just under an acre before I'm considered commercial. And we have about 4/10 of an acre tilled and ready, and about 600 plants that are in seedling stage right now that'll be going out in the next month or so. Maybe. Whew, in a day? Depends on the day. Depends on the day. It's usually a couple, though, for sure. Usually a couple. You get any effect? Yes, you do absorb some nicotine through your skin. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, is a cigarette hot? Yes, in my opinion, yes, they are quite a bit more harmful, but none of this goes without risk. None of it. I mean, you are dealing with a plant that is known without a shadow of a doubt to do bad things to its users. Yeah, that's the line I heard in that one show of the documentary on tobacco. The only product, if used correctly, is guaranteed to kill its users. I'm like, wow, that's great. There are some major differences between cigarette tobacco and cigar tobacco, or the way that they're made. Cigarette tobacco, they use a lot of other stuff other than just tobacco, whereas a cigar, as you can see, it's just tobacco. And that little jar that you see me sticking my finger in is a cellulose gum in it called Burmacol. It is what I use. It is odorless, tasteless, doesn't leave a residue when it dries, and it is my preferred. Let's see here. Riley, hey, how you doing? Yes, each leaf is different, Antonio. Gula, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Alphonse, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Un super cigaro. See. Unique, hey, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Resno. Parallax, Ekoff, how's it going, y'all? How's it going? Glad to see everybody. Wow, 1,000 folks. That's amazing, y'all. Hey, everybody, I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. If you have not hit that subscribe button, please, please do. And then bang on that like button as often as you can. It really pushes it out to the algorithm. And that will get more people in here. And we'll see more people, and more people will get to experience this wonderful, wonderful dying art. I mean, it's not dying in Central America, but as far as in America, there's only one place left that's like doing it on a serious commercial level. And that's in Ybor. Oh, thank you so much. Right? Oh, thank you, Blackfire. Appreciate you. Buddy mine's into bushcraft. No, Willa, I am not. The adhesive Parallax is called Burmacol. It's a cellulose gum. And some of these Dominican leaves are quite thick. There's variations in the crop or whoever sorted it. That's where you have to. The biggest thing is what I'm doing this. Oh, you live in Orlando? Nice. Ah, right on. I can dig that off the grid thing. Because this leaf is so thick, I'm going to open it back up and stick it in the middle, because it's going to take off quite a bit. I don't really need that. Yes, I do smoke. These are the only flavored. You'll pick up flavor notes in these, like cinnamon and hay, some chocolate, some coffee, occasionally leather, but I don't know if you'll get leather in this one. I usually do not. This is a blend I've been working on for some time. And I just tore my binder. I wasn't paying attention. Tisk tisk. Actually, it's beyond. Okay, we're good. And the only flavors that there are no added flavors to this, just the flavor of the tobacco. I have no problem with flavored cigars. If that's what you want to smoke, that is 100% your choice. That's number 8. Look at this little devil. No, Nature Brit. Lady Zeebs, thank you. No, bushcraft, I do not. No. You don't have to worry about chocolate being in it. It's just a flavor that can sometimes come through once people's palates develop and they get used to pulling flavors out. I get coffee quite a bit, just a taste of it in my mouth as as I pull the smoke in. You do not inhale cigars. You just pull it into your mouth, swoosh it around a little bit, and then blow it right back out. So it's a little less harmful on the old lungies. Like I said, this is not a safe alternative, and I do not recommend it for anyone under the age of 21. That's basically Timu snorkeling. Okay. A couple a day, usually. Let's show you this. Wow, $2,000? Wow. Tig, I appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate the some people don't smoke but enjoy the craft, and I totally dig that. My girl doesn't smoke, but she kind of enjoys watching me. She tends to be my sounding board too. I've got a blend I'm working on, and I'll get her to taste it. But she is not a regular. I'm like, hey, will you please try this and tell me what you taste? Her palate is much better than mine. If a company wants to hire you for cigars and cigars, yes, I would most definitely take the opportunity. That's something that I'm actually working on right now. We're probably going to do some events. That's what I'd like to do, as I set myself up to retire. I mean, that's 6 years from now, but if I can build the business now, all properly licensed and everything, it'll be a whole lot easier to just keep going. You know what I mean? That might be a skosh light. Smoked Cuban cigars before. It's because of the way that the embargo is from '61, I believe, and Kennedy was just very displeased with the way that Castro was running the country and the way he was treating his people, and the fact that he was in bed with the Russians. At least that's my understanding of history. I am in my house. How many are you rolling? We're going for 50. 50 is the goal. 1.5K. Holy moly, guys. 2,000. Amazing. You guys are killing it tonight. That's amazing. Everybody bang on that subscribe button and hit that like button as hard as you can. That'll push it out to more people, and let's see how big we can make this thing tonight. I think that's awesome. I love it when you guys interact. I think it's just fantastic. I mean, that's what this is about at this point. Started this just to hang out and have a good time, and it's a way to harass my children. My youngest moved out of state and didn't want to bug her to death. But we are blessed tonight with my other child too. She has never been on the stream before, and I am super stoked she's here. It means a ton. Thanks, Brandon. I really appreciate you, baby girl. Oh, that one needs another leaf. It's another half. Yeah, that's better. Wow, thank you so much. You need to smoke one? Yeah, dude, I feel that. Like I said, we get to 25, I'll light one up. And we are about to finish the first mold. And how long did that take? About 20 minutes. It'll take me considerably longer to wrap 10 than it will to bunch 10. Parker, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Nice. And the first mold is full. Look at that. All right, grab the lid. Lid on. Put that over there. Yeah, well, there's 10 bunched right there, so we're 1/5. Actually, 1/10, because he's still got to be wrapped. Ah, there we go. Crack open the second mold. Same size, 50. The small trimmings we roll short filler cigars with. If I missed you guys' comment, please, I'm not ignoring you. Please, if the chat's going by pretty quick, and I've got the chat here, and I got another phone monitoring up this way, but I can't see anything on that one other than what my hands are doing. So the actual chat's on my left, so I have to look up. How do you deal with ruts in your life? cow shit. It's pretty simple, my dude. Just push through. You got to find a spot that's deep inside you that's strong, and you can go through anything. Just got to keep going. Robusto is the vitola, or the style of cigar that it is. The Robusto is usually 5 inches long by 50 ring gauge. And, yeah. So the Robusto has to do with the size. Like some of them are some of them are Coronas or Panatellas or Lanceros. Toro is the same basic size, just an inch longer. What barriers do you face to prevent you? The laws and governmental overreach as far as what's keeping me from actually taking this full legit. And there are some pretty heavy fees that go along with getting your license. And then, of course, you have to deal with the other folks, Food and Drug Administration, the ATF, and that one is not big enough, and you know it. Something else I heard too is if you're rolling and you don't feel it's enough, stop, correct it right then. Don't wait. Because once it's in this binder, that's pretty much where it lives. You can take it back apart, but it never goes back together the same way. It's so much better. Perfect. And remember, I'm not letting them twist. I'm just rolling them over. Very, very little pressure as far as squeezing. We got to 250 light one. No, 25 cigars, my dude. 25 cigars. That one is a little short and a little pudgy. That's what I get for not paying attention. It's okay. We probably got enough in there to make a Robusto. Oh yeah, baby. That's fine. That one's gonna be a little tight at the head. Should be alright though. Reach over, grab another binder. Boom. Let's see, short and pudgy. Yeah, no doubt, right? Short and pudgy, baby. Now, this size was chosen because it's what a buddy of mine had done. And they're pretty easy. And honestly, I have 2 molds for this. So with one mold, there's no way I'd have been able to do 50 in a single live stream. It's just not possible. Wow. And just so y'all can see, they're not all pretty leaves. Some of them are very not pretty. But you do what you got to do. And I have the rest of these bags sitting close by, just in case I run low. No, I wish I was in Ybor. We were in Ybor in August. Hey, hi everyone. It's so nice to see you. Don't know how these cigars are sold. Music, if I could sell them, they would be either one, boxes or either by the box or single. That would be my goal. Because not everybody can buy a box all the time. And in all honesty, until I've tried a cigar, I'm not buying a box. And I very rarely buy boxes. Actually, the only box I've bought so far has been from Privada Cigar Club. That's right, there we go. Beautiful, much better. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Orlando Beretta. Appreciate you. The difference from the outer leaf and the fill? Yes, the outer leaf right now is the binder, and it is Dominican Piloto Cubano. And the filler leaves are Honduran, Nicaraguan, African, and Dominican. And the wrappers will be from Ecuador. Two. Getting there. We tried the Pledge cigar, the EP Carrillo. Yeah, I have. They're awesome. I like them a lot. Carrillo's blends are powerful, and that fits my taste quite well. I like a nice strong cigar, something I can taste for a minute. Is it wise to store cigars on the inside of my tool chest? No, it's absolutely not. Stick it in a Ziploc bag, and next time you're out and about, grab you what's called a Boveda pack and throw it in there, and it'll keep it a lot safer, a lot longer than sticking it in your tool chest. If the cigar dries out completely, it will lose all of its flavor and taste. And I mean all of it. It'll just taste like dried leaves with no love at all. Get the camera in. Get in there. Fortunately, I'm trying to use as much of these short filler as I can to just backfill the cigar so that it's nice and firm all the way through, like it should be. Sandra, hi. So everyone is aware he cannot sell. Honey, they're going to keep asking no matter what, and that's totally fine. That just means that people are in the chat talking, and that makes me happy. Where are we at? Wow, almost 2,000. Holy moly. You guys are crushing it tonight. That's fantastic. Love it. Can't thank you all enough for spending your evening hanging out with me and my kin. I'm so pleased to have my daughters on here tonight. That just makes my day. Bosnia, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. More than you can imagine, my friend. Thank you so, so much. Honestly, that's how we do this. Whatever money we get here, with the exception of that one night that we did the Cigars for Warriors thing, which was super cool. Any monies that are made doing this go right back into buying tobacco and other gear so that I can keep putting out this content. Thank you so much for the clover. I appreciate it. Yes, Richard, it is absolutely an amazing way to de-stress at the end of the day. It forces you to focus on exactly what you're doing and nothing else. I have learned over the last few months how to run my mouth and roll cigars at the same time. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm not. Just depends. And I did something with this leaf I don't normally do. Wow, you guys are flying. Holy moly. 3,000? Good gracious. That's coming close to the most we've ever had, y'all. That's amazing. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You're awesome. Sharing your time. Time is where it's at. From Brazil. What we got going on with all the high chats, guys? Bangladesh, thank you. England, wow. Liverpool, Brazil. International tonight, man. That's fantastic. I'm going to get a little bit more. Just a wee bit. Put her out there. So I think it needs it. Soft spot. And what I said earlier about if you find a soft spot, go fix it right then and there. And that just happened. And this, I'm gonna put another whole section of leaf in here. So I'm not super happy with how thin this is. Wow, we are strolling. Wow, look at all the flags. That's awesome. Holy moly, thank you guys. International, worldwide tonight. Sharing the love, just being humans together. No political bullshit, no religion, just humans being humans. And that is what my favorite things about cigars. No hate, no rhetoric, just people being people. That's what the world needs more of. Rio, Argentina, wow. France, Chile, and you guys are killing it. Truly all over the world. Fantastic, and we're what, at 2,000 or so? Holy moly. Please understand if you guys are asking questions and I'm missing them, I apologize. I am trying to focus in two places. Wow, Slayer, my man, what's up? Welcome back. Nice to see you. All right, and after we finish the number 5, plan is to take that mold out of the press and turn them 90 degrees and put it back in. And then we'll finish out this 10. And depending on where we're at with those, we'll probably switch out. Wow. Thank you all so very much. Welcome, Paraguay, Iraq, Indonesia, South Africa, India, China. Welcome, welcome everyone. Here we are, all human beings, every single one of us. Leave all the day-to-day stuff at the door. Wow, is that Turkey? Germany? Venezuela? Mucho gusto. Man, these things are screaming by. Wow. To you guys to know that the chat is literally going by so fast that I can't read. I can't keep up with it. Got a little soft spot right there. The tricks I learned is if you find a soft spot, you have to back it out to where it, unroll it to where the soft spot is, and then fill it directly against the filler. You don't want to stack it up on the outside. You want to stack it up on the inside so that it maintains its nice, even shape. Wow, that's much better. All right. Almost the finish of number 5. All right, this will be a really cool thing for those folks that haven't seen it before. This is what the bunches look like, and you see there's 2, there's 3, 5. We got 10 in this. There's 10 slots. The other 10 are in the mold in the press. So we're gonna take these out of the press. Show you guys what they look like when they've been squeezed. Now they ain't been squeezed long, but look at the difference. That compared to that. No lie, if I could let them squeeze longer, they'd be even better. All right, and we'll turn them 90 degrees. See the line? By taking them out halfway through and turning them 90 degrees, it reduces that line significantly. And you can see the heads have shaped up. All right, they've all been turned. Give them a squeeze. Back in the press. No, it's a long shot, but are you by Chester's of any chance? No, I used to live near Chester, Virginia. If that counts. I don't know what you're talking about as far as Chester's. Oh, by Chester's. No. The flame tattoo represents a time in my life when I was less of an easygoing person. I had some anger issues, and that was how I dealt with it. And the flame tattoo reminds me at all times to keep my anger in check. Florida, thank you. Thank you so much. We'd love to build you a website. Great. Oh, cool. We might have to talk about that. That's got some time. We are heading to PCA in a couple of weeks with the Premier Cigar Association's annual conference. They're one in New Orleans. Kind of excited about that. Japan. In what area do you grow the tobacco? I didn't grow this tobacco, but my tobacco will be grown in Virginia. And it is currently, sprouts about 1.5 inches tall. Got a long season left to go. A whole lot of things can still happen to wreck my crop, which I hope it does not. Belfast, Maine. Annabelle, hi. Nice to see you. Thank you. Greece. Sorry, like I said, guys, if I miss you, please don't think it's me dissing you. This chat is screaming by. I'm actually end up using 2 bunching styles when I have to add back into it. The way you see me do it the majority of the time, where I'm twisting it into tubes, that's called entubado. And what you saw me do with that last leaf, where I folded it and then folded back over, that's called accordion style. That is faster, but I think it's up with more draw issues. Why I prefer entubado, which is classic Cuban way as well. And that's how I was taught. I was taught to roll the Cuban way, and I roll the Cuban way. So it's going to be a little bit short. It happens. Okay, do you sell your cigars at local shops? No, not yet. Hopefully within the next few years. You should definitely get an ASMR microphone with those. Oh, right on. I'll look into that for sure. Hello from Oklahoma. We don't sell them, Anthony. I wish we could, buddy. Malta. Hi, how are you? Yes, I do. I have done a few barber pulls. They are tedious, so I don't do them very often. Usually on special occasions, like if I hit, when I cross a big number, like when I crossed 500, I rolled a barber pole. When I crossed 1,000, I rolled a barber pole. Like that, how many cigars I'd rolled. Now that one's a skosh short. Gotta reach over here, and so all of this will go into short filler. Nothing goes to waste. Absolutely nothing goes to waste. I do need to clean this mess up just a skosh. I need a little bit more working room. I have a large Ziploc bag to my right-hand side that keeps all the scraps. Wow. Edsel, I am making cigars. Can I buy a case if you custom make them for me? No, like I said, still can't sell them. Wish I could. Really, really wish I could, but that would be against the law. We try our best to not break the law. What flavor are these? There are not there's no added flavors. Just the natural flavor of the tobaccos. There's Dominican Olor, there's Honduran, there is Nicaraguan, and there is African Cameroon. And the binder is Dominican as well. Piloto Cubano is the varietal that we use. Is it very? Yes, it. Daniel, it does vary state to state. What are you missing for permits? Whew, the federal stuff. Federal stuff. The bonds that you have to pay are pretty pricey. I mean, they're insane. It's thousands of dollars. And considering I don't have any investors, I'm just doing this all by myself. That takes some time to save up that kind of bread. And I have to make the decision of how much do I want to let the government into my life. I like my quietness and freedom. Recommendations for different price ranges. As far as cigars go, honestly, man, look in the $15 range, anywhere between $10 and $15 range. There are some absolutely phenomenal cigars in that range. And most of the time they're overlooked. I mean, I don't know what level of smoker you are, how much you smoke, or any of that good stuff. But there's the $10 to $15 range. There's some really nice cigars. You don't have to spend a fortune to smoke a nice cigar. Not many hand roller cigars. Got to appreciate the skill involved. Yeah, got Mate Squad coming up and his wife. Oh wow, no doubt. Well, special occasion cigars are a different creature. You can spend as much as your heart desires. And if I had to buy a special occasion cigar, it would be an Atabey or a Byron. They are unbelievable, or an EGM. They're Cuban style cigars, but not actually Cubans, because in America we can't get Cubans. At least not yet. I am in Virginia. Currently there are 10. There's 17 bunched. And once we fill this mold, we'll put that mold in the press and pull those out, and then we'll wrap those. And once we finish wrapping those 10, we'll go back and load it again, and then pop that in, and that'll make us 30. Be well on our way. Yes, I smoked a few Cohibas myself. A hookah cigar. No, I don't know anything about that. In the UK, nobody. I know. Oh man, that sucks. Smoked one Cohiba. There we go. And it's not allowed here. Oh, that sucks. That's still technically a sale. And as I'm fairly certain that the AI from YouTube would report me for anything like that. And once again, we don't like to break the law. Especially not in Virginia. Need another leaf. There we go. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Mooney. Appreciate you. I thought you could get Cubans. No, not yet. The embargo's still in place. Brought, nice to see you. Where are we? We are in Virginia, in the United States, and right now we are rolling cigars in an attempt to roll 50 before I finish this stream, or my body just says enough. The most I've ever rolled in a day was 30. So this is a new record for me, so to speak. And it doesn't really matter if I get there or not. I'm just going to have fun with it. And I get to hang out with you fine folks. I'm blessed with 2 of my daughters on tonight. 2 of my children. It's just fantastic. And that's number 18 bunched. Wrapping them is considerably slower than bunching. You'll see. It's considerably slower. How long have you been rolling? So about a year and a half. Virginia. I'm based out of Virginia. It can. I'm hoping it doesn't take too terribly long. But like I said, we'll get as far as we can. One of two things will happen. Either I'll hit 50 or my body will say, nope, enough. Oh, thank you so much. I will check that out afterwards, okay? For sure. Thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate that. I will definitely check that out later. Like I said, haven't really gotten to the point of building a website yet. I mean, all the merch is on Fourth Wall. The link is in the description if you'd like to grab a t-shirt or a coffee mug or a hoodie. A lot of folks like hoodies. I know I do. I was in a cigar factory in Coke. Oh, I'm a little jealous, Moral Compass. You work in Ashland? Nice. Nice. I am not too far from Ashland. Not too far at all. Great little town. What are they? What's the motto of the town? Center of the universe. I think that's kind of funny, but it kind of is. It's number 19. That dude looks fat. I must have rolled him loose. Watching from Australia. What makes a good cigar? In my opinion, it is consistent, even draw, a flavor that you personally enjoy, and a beautiful, beautiful wrapper. And the company that you smoke in. That's probably the biggest contributor to it being a quote-unquote good cigar, is the company that you smoke it in. There's another, they're actually a cigar store in Ohio called Creekside, and that's their store's motto, smoking good company. And I can dig that for sure. The allergies still kicking your butt, kid? Hey, Merc, what's up, bro? How much humidity have I lost? 67. Move this out of the way. From Indonesia, nice. Known for its tobacco. We have popular cigarette tobacco. Yes, Virginia is known for cigarette tobacco more than anything else. From Portugal, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. If you guys haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and then bang on that like button. It really helps. Really helps get more people into the stream. YouTube watches all that to see what's happening, whether or not they want to promote it or not. So it's up to us. Oh, nice. What's Sue doing tonight? No twisting, no twisting. Sorry guys, not ignoring you, just focused on what I was doing. No, sweetheart, I had not told him. You can tell him. Announce it on the live stream, baby. What kind of press do you use? My press is a Vevor paper press. I wish I had one of the big fancy ones, but this one does everything I need it to do for what I do here. I have absolutely no complaints at all. And it was considerably cheaper. You absorb through your skin? Yes, you do absorb through your skin. A Placentia. Oh, you know what? The Placentias will treat you nice. They are. I consider them to be the special occasion cigars, so to speak. That'll be one of those few times that spending a few extra dollars is not going to be a bad thing. And folks, that's 20. That's 10 here and 10 there. So now we're going to switch this out. Sorry for the shaky camera. And I would normally leave these in the press much, much longer, several hours at least. But I don't quite have that kind of time. There we go. Sorry for the shaky camera, folks. All right, now we got to switch gears a little bit. Get some of the silly stuff cleared off. Boom. Now we switch to wrapper. And you can see I've already got the wrapper separate, set up. 15 pounds for one in the UK. Philippines. Oh, thank you. I actually have some cigars from Manila. Yes, personal use. I wish I could share them, but that is not in the rules at the moment. Let's see. We did all righties, so these are the correct ones. And I've got some damp towels here so that I can keep the binder happy. Let's see. This is our binder, what we were just using. This is the Piloto. And we'll take the other one and lay it out over here. And we'll take our wrapper and unfold it. Put it over here. I realize you guys can't see this, but off camera that towel is very damp. It's not dripping wet, but it is damp. The idea being that I can keep the wrappers at their proper moisture level while we're rolling. I mean, it's 64%. We've lost quite a bit of humidity in here. All right. All right. Saw me bunch 20. Now let's wrap 20. Well, we're going to wrap 10. We'll wrap 5. Flip those again. And then go back and finish out. And I'll get a rhythm going to this in a few minutes. Greetings from the UK. Have you ever heard of Clan tobacco? No. Smoking this pipe is from Denmark. Okay. No, hash brown. Nope. Usually a couple a day, solar. Unfortunately, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate it. I can dig that. In fact, that you can appreciate the craft is kind of where it's at. And I don't, this is something I didn't notice for the longest time, but the same way that the binder went on is the same way the wrapper goes on. That way that the veins in both of them will match up and they kind of disappear. Sorry if I'm missing you guys' stuff. Appreciate the high five. How do you see the difference? That's because I have them out in piles. And oh, you're talking about which one's left and right? When I peeled them apart, I put them in left and right piles. That way I knew which was which, and which way, when they unfold them, you can see which way they're running. See, this is a whole leaf. Well, it's got frog leg, but it's a whole leaf. And you can see that the veins are running this way. And on the other side, yeah, they're running in the kind of the same direction, but if you lay that way, you can see it, and if you turn it that way, it's different. So you can tell which is which. Yes, they are all tobacco leaves. The only thing in this that's not a tobacco leaf is this clear glue I am rubbing on here right now, which is permacol. It is a cellulose tree gum. It's made from a tree. Come on, get off my finger. Apologize for not talking at the moment. I am focused. As you can see, I'm trying to get these two lines, get them fairly close together. No, we do not sell them. T-Bird, I wish I could, dude. About a week is my minimum. It also depends on the humidity. If I can get the humidity down to at the foot to the mid 60s, I will smoke it. But I'd like the head, also the top of the cigar, to be about 65. I like in the mid 60s all the way through the cigar. I think you get the best burn and you still get good flavor too. Lost the bloody tape. Where'd it go? Shit. Hiding stuff from myself. Shit. Where is it? Wow, thanks, Trap. Appreciate you. Apparently, I have hidden my tape measure from myself, which is always awesome. I love doing that. No idea where the hell it went. So what I am going to do is reach up here and grab another Robusto that I already had and use it as my measurement. These will tighten up considerably as they dry. But that, folks, is number one. 49 to go. Oh, thank you, Big. Appreciate you. Mark Little, hi. Make a Tiger. Yes, I actually do like Nicaraguan tobacco. I use Nicaraguan more as an addition, like a spice. Kind of like the salt and pepper, you know what I mean? I also rather enjoy cooking, so I tend to use cooking references. Considering most of us either know how to cook or have to cook, or have known someone that cooks. Perfect. Shit. And that is why we pull out extra wrapper. Sorry about that. About a year and a half, Big Bad. About a year and a half, Trevor. Only tobacco is generally good. That's about the skill. Yes, that is very true. Very true. Bad roller can take good tobacco and make it crappy. It's more about the experience at that point. The tobacco is still the tobacco, but the experience of it is diminished by a poorly constructed cigar. And no, I do not like cigars that have super tight draws. So most of mine do not have a tight draw. Oh, thank you so much. Wish I had enough to go all the way back around again. Shit. Ripped the spot I wanted to pull my flag out of. That's okay too. It's the best tobacco for cigars. That is a completely subjective question. I think that has more to do with what the person likes as far as flavor profiles. Like myself, I prefer Dominican tobacco, but I also love Honduran and African. And I like some Nicaraguan as well. Just depends on what it's doing. Am I a fan of pure Nicaraguan? Nah, not really. Oh, I get it. No, I love the country. I love the tobacco. It's just, and some of the stuff they're doing there is just truly, truly impressive. Like I said, for me, it's more about the flavor. And unfortunately, for me personally, Nicaraguan is lacking. And I've smoked Padrones. I've smoked every Nicaraguan I could get my hands on. Now, I'll tell you where I did get a Nicaraguan that I enjoyed was from Privada Cigar Club. Oh, thank you. Gary, appreciate you. Hold the screen and turn off live chat. There you go. Each one, it depends on the tobacco itself, but anywhere between $6 and $8. That's including packaging. Packaging is the expensive stuff. Because I have to make the bands, I have to get the cellophanes, I have to put the boxes together. All that stuff costs cash. Lost that one. Two. How nice. Oh, I do like I like pipe tobacco too. I actually use a lot of Kia and Perique in some of my cigar blends too. Oh, they are quite wonderful. I think the thing for me is I like tobacco that is very flavorful. The cost. I mean, like I was saying earlier. For me to make it is shoot. Sorry, I got a text message and it totally blew my train of thought. What the hell was I even talking about? No, Clayton, it's not a business. Shoot. Whoever's question I was answering, I apologize. My brain just said, nope. The wonders of the shiny brain. It gets distracted and it's like, what? What are we talking about again? Ha! You see what happens? I got distracted. And now I have a bunch in my hand, and I'm supposed to be supposed to be wrapping. Well, we'll put that bunch over there, and it can wait for us. Lord Almighty. Oh, no worries. No worries, 385. For some reason, that number is not showing up as an actual contact. No, don't you ever apologize. I remember you mentioning you were in the Navy, you like guns. So what you got? My standard answer to what guns I currently hold is I have no guns. I lost them all in a boating accident. But as far as what weapons did I enjoy back in the day? Glock and Sig. Sig was my go-to as far as pistols. I'm definitely going to get 821 and up for this conversation. Long guns, I prefer 7.62. Something with a long barrel and a long scope on it. Yeah, I can dig it. If you consider selling, I'd recommend sending to a small shop in South Africa. Yeah, really? Nice. South Africa, okay. Maybe I could get to meet Jeremiah Marifel. I mean, they were in Cameroon, not in South Africa, but so I'm pretty sure Mr. Marifel is in Belgium or somewhere in America. Fingers are getting sticky. I have to focus for just a second, y'all. Sorry. Reach over here. Just a little water. Doing good, Panda. Doing good. How about you? At one point, good Lord, there's a lot of folks. Okay. Can't go wrong with the Chip McCormick. Jovan, thank you so much. Oh, yeah, there's not much I can do about what chat covers. That's unfortunately not much I can do. I think there's a way you can hide the chat, though. It's one of the downsides about... I slide it up a little bit while I'm wrapping. Sorry. Have to focus while I'm doing this. The expensive cigars have a lot to do with the leaf that they're made of and who made them, what name is on them. Essentially, it's all tobacco, but some of it is aged considerably more. With more age comes more time and time for things to go sideways, so that's why some cigars are more expensive than others. Where are we at time-wise? 8:14. Shit. Definitely got to... Hopefully that'll tighten up. That's 3 with wrappers on them. Yeah, see what I said? That wrapping is considerably slower. And I blew a wrapper, which definitely slows everything down. And I am still trying to talk, too. But I can see how this could turn ASMR real fast. Try not to bump the camera with this big old melon of mine. Yes, the Drew Estate ones are pretty good. I do like them too. I'm also a big fan of Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust. And AJ Fernandez. Oh, Lord, what is going on? These really need to be in the press longer. It's okay, they'll tighten up. Fortunately, the wrapper's good encased. And I'm gonna turn this around so I can get the circle on this end. All right, sorry. Thank you. I was so confused having the chat cover the video. It was a good idea. Yes, I like Advays too. I do not disagree, but the Cuban version, not the General Cigar version. If I'm going to smoke a Cuban name, I want it to be a Cuban. Well, that's not 100% accurate. The General Cigars, the Boulevard that they do, I do enjoy that one. Gonna have to focus a little more on getting the wrapper tighter. What I don't want to happen is, as I get more tired, because that's going to happen. It's going to happen, and we've been at this hour and 25 minutes. The idea is, how many can I get finished? I'm probably going to go till, I don't know, 9:30 or so. So wherever we're at by then is where we'll be. Four. Thanks, Odd. Appreciate you. Fish. Aim small, miss small. Amen, brother. Aim for a shirt, you might miss by 2 feet. Aim for a shirt button, you might miss by 2 inches. Honestly, I would rather have 25 quality ones that are presentable and pretty than 50 that look like shit. And in my opinion, that would be disrespectful to the people that spent so much time getting this leaf to my hands. And after all, it's about respecting them and their craft, because every part of this process is craft. I mean, it's art, it's a little bit of science, but I've been reading about fermenting lately, and that's the easiest way to explain it is controlled decomposition. But it is as much art as it is science. I've smoked a few clove cigars too. No, we do not sell. Latakia can be used in cigars. I have done it myself. It is a very interesting flavor with a mix of Cuban seed tobacco in it. It's a nice flavor. CAO did a bunch of stuff with pipe tobaccos. Good catch. Good catch, Blonde. I'm actually rolling pretty much at full speed to maintain quality. Like I just said, I'd rather roll 25 that look beautiful than 50 that look like shit. I mean, after all, when I hand these to somebody, they're going to ask, who rolled this? And I have to say me. So I'd rather my work be quality. I mean, the blend stands on its own. It doesn't need my help. Of course, I have spent almost a year developing this thing. I've got another one that I've been working on a little bit longer. But I am currently out of one of the tobaccos, so I can't roll that one right now. And from Cuba, nice. Yes, Blue, I do not disagree with you. No, I am not in Ybor. I am in Virginia, but we were in Ybor in August. Hung out at Nick Habana and La Forona. I mean, we went to Corona Cigar Company too, in the Cigar Cathedral, which was way cool. Every place we stopped was cool. We did the Dali Museum on the second day. That was super fun. Drank an enormous amount of cafe con leche. My God, that stuff is so good. And like I said, these look a little bit wrinkly right now, but they are going to tighten up. These wrappers are super, super juicy. There's 5. Let's turn them. I am, Brad. I am. You're from Southwest? Nice. I'm actually from the, I grew up in Lancaster County, Virginia, in the Northern Neck. Hutzler, what's up, my dude? We are at 5 completed, but 25 bunched. I mean, 20 bunched. But we got to the first 5, so we're going to turn these. Hutzler's getting ready to be a daddy. This James, he's a good buddy of mine. Co-worker, too. Good human being. And we did, like I said earlier, we do this so that this line that's created by the mold, when we stick it back together, will be diminished. When we put it back in the press, it will be diminished. Probably could have bunched these a skosh tighter, but that's all right. There we go. All right, wrapper. I posted a picture of the way I had the rolling table set up on Instagram. It's because I know that it's not gonna, the camera doesn't show everything. Not your papa, about 1.5 years. How long till those will be ready? About a week. They'll be ready to smoke in about a week, depending on ambient humidity in the room. But I let them dry no less than a week. And actually, these are a little, it's called cased. They have a little bit more moisture in them than I usually do. So these will probably take close to 2 weeks. But that's okay too. I don't mind waiting. I've got some that have aged for almost a year. Actually, I have some that have aged over a year. I rolled 110 in a weekend and took them last year to my company's annual conference. And that was fun. Got to hang out, smoke some cigars, talk to some cool people. Met some amazing people. I'm sorry, what was it, Danny's? He does not sell them yet. Working on it, though. Yes, correct. Cucumber, yeah, 40 days is about right. But that's if you want to cure them. I mean, most of the time, you can let them sit 90 to 120 days. The longer you let them sit, as long as they're in a humidified, controlled environment, they will get better to a certain point. And after that, they've reached their peak, and that's about it. This will be a big old flag. Thank you for the clover, Stanley. Appreciate that. Where are we at? 1.6 thousand. That is incredible. You guys, bang on that subscribe button if you haven't done it. And please, please hit that like button. It lets the algorithm know that what we're doing is cool here and we're not starting a bunch of crap. We're just enjoying life as human beings. That is what it's about. That's what we need more of in this world. Less BS, more people being people. Yes, I absolutely recommend growing your own. If you can do it and you have the means and the talent, you should absolutely do it. Why not? It's a huge satisfaction growing stuff for yourself. Growing it is the easy part. Curing it and fermenting it, that is the hard part. That's as much art as it is science, like I said earlier. Wow. Thank you guys so much for the jewels. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That's not the right one. Where'd it go? Yeah, and I lost it, so now I got to try to match the color. Great. That one might work. Curing, I call it drying and curing. That's 60 to 80 days. Fermenting can take up to 2 years or even longer. Depends on where it's harvested in the plant. As the plant gets closer to the top, the leaves get thicker and they take longer to ferment. Think of fermentation like a compost pile. It's decomposing. Like I said, these look a little rough right now, but they will tighten up. That's 6, folks. 6 completed. Doing all right. You know, I'm probably going to light a cigar when we finish this tray. I have a Cuban song going around my head right now. Sorry, I keep bumping that. Oh, that's not the camera that I'm bumping, it's the microphone. Take a look over here. No, they're single. They're a single wrapper, no barber poles this time. I didn't want to add another layer of complexity to an already difficult task. Wow, 827 likes. That's incredible, y'all. Thank you so much. You have been killing it tonight. You guys are on fire. En fuego. Wow, it's screaming. My pleasure, Aloha. My pleasure. You're not supposed to say anything. No, absolutely not. No. YouTube will flag that almost immediately. The AI that it watches YouTube is most definitely looking for those words. And they will shut this thing down super quick. And by shutting it down, I mean they will, once it completes, they'll ding me with an 18 and up, which actually affects me for about 3 weeks. Yeah, this is one of the bigger streams we've had in a while, because we kept getting 18 and upped. It's actually 21, but you know what I mean. Ah, shit, it ripped. That's okay. Keep going. Yeah, I agree, dude. Totally. Wish I could. No, this is not. None of this tobacco is grown by my hands. This is all grown by others. The tobacco we're growing now, actually, I won't be able to roll a cigar out of for at least 2 years. Is it? No, less. No, we don't. Well, I'm sorry, we do now. But this tobacco is not mine. Like I said, it'll be several years, but we have approximately 600 plants cooking right now. Well, I don't know how many of them are actually going to be viable. Probably 400. Still 400 is probably 80, 90 pounds of finished tobacco. Tell you what, we'll finish this mold and then I'll light a cigar. How about that? I mean, I'm 99.9% sure this is getting 18 and up. I also don't want to get demonetized. That would be, it took a lot. My God, it took forever to get here. It literally happened in 2 nights. Our first few live streams. One really kicked off heavy. And we got monetized pretty quick after that. Wow, look at those jewels. Thank you so much. Holy crow. Keep going, Seth. I hear you, my dude. $1.1 thousand of you wonderful human beings. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Wow, Seth is going completely crazy. I love it. Seth rules the chat right now. And ain't nobody gonna stop him. Wow. Thank you so much for the buck. I appreciate it. Like I said, we use the proceeds that we get from here to buy more leaf and more gear. Hey, I made a run. The money we get here, we use for leaf and gear. Ha! I kind of like that. Got some real good advice from a person I call a friend. That would be Meister Mike Fish. Told me that probably the most important thing tonight that I had heard is just roll one cigar at a time. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about how many you have left, how many you've done. Just roll the cigar that's in front of you. Damn, savage. Yeah, Fish. I think you were. I think we own the night tonight, Bubba. I think we own the night. It's all right. Everybody deserves their place. But we are ruling the roost tonight. That's 8. Now, what my plan is once we empty this mold, we're gonna bunch 10 more and stick them in there, and then we'll pull these 10 back out. As you can see, like I said earlier, it takes a lot longer than it does to wrap them than it does to bind them. Binding, I can cook them out pretty quick. Just trying my best to do a good job here. This is what you see. It's a valuable little thing too. Somebody asked me earlier what I thought of, what my favorites, what cigars I would recommend. Yes, Seth, that's amazing, dude. Wow, that's incredible. Seth, you are rocking it, bro. What was I saying? Shit. Oh, this is what I was talking about, wrapper. Wrapper is the first thing we see when we look at a cigar. So if the wrapper looks funky or beat up or bruised or not tight, we tend to look at that cigar in a different light. I've heard the wrapper called the dress on a lady. I don't 100% agree with that. The dress is the final touch. The wrapper can be a considerable flavor source, but that is a pretty easy explanation. It's what you see first. Damn, Seth. Holy shit, dude. That's incredible. Wow. Seth is gone completely crazy. I love it. I absolutely love it. The hell did it go? Oh, shit. Cigar recommendations. Thank you, Fish. Cigar recommendations. Depending on what you like to smoke, I don't usually love to give recommendations because if I'm wrong, then you're like, you don't know what the hell he's talking about. I think you have to figure out if you drink coffee, you can, and you're a fairly new smoker, you can start with a Connecticut. They always go good with coffee. The Perdomos are pretty good. The champagne is apparently like the super duper. I've smoked a few of them. Not my favorite, but then again, I like stronger cigars. Actually, the Henry Clay Warhawk is pretty nice, Connecticut. Yes, the Romeo y Julieta is a good cigar. The Cuban version, I have smoked many of them, and Lord, are they good. They were older ones, too. In the mid-2000s, so, but then they weren't, they weren't pre-95. Damn it. That one's got an ugly wrapper. Not much I can do about it now. Turn that over. It's ugly. Thousand folks. Holy moly, dude. That is crazy. Thank you, thank you. Trying to shorten that angle a bit. Get my cut back down to 2 inches where it should be, roughly. Number 10. Oh, look, I tore it. That's okay. We'll be fine. It'll be under anyway. Jesus Christ. That's not going to cover. This is why we make extra. It's got a big old hole in it, but I can get around it. Yeah, I've determined that I'm not going to fight wrapper tonight. If it doesn't want to play right, it can go and I'll grab another piece. Normally, I would have fought through that and patched that leaf and done all that stuff, and it would have just been one that I smoked instead of one that I would have shared. Wow, sorry, I saw first time and then it clicked by. Thank you so. If it's your first time, thank you so much. I imagine you had a question in there too. How you sharpen your blades? I don't actually. It's very rare. These chivettas, as they're called. This one was custom made for me by Mike Fish. He is on the chat. He is the chivetta master. Only makes professional tools, and they are available. Check out his webpage. I mean his YouTube channel. Send him a message, and he will make them for you. Wow. Do you like bologna? You're welcome, Fish. Got you, Bubba. All right, about to switch gears and go back to binding. Thank you. I saw that nice work. Appreciate that. Good Lord. Seth's aiming for $1,000. That's what he's doing. He's trying to get to 1,000. Do it, Bubba. You got it. Take it all the way there. Is that one? Yes, we are growing our own leaves. These leaves are not mine. But yes, we are growing. We sprouted 600 seeds and looking at roughly 400 viable seedlings at the moment. They are still currently all clumped together in a quote-unquote seed bed, but we'll give them probably another week, and then we'll individually break them out. And these are not looking absolutely stunning, but they will tighten up quite a bit. How many per cigar? How many leaves per cigar? Or how many are we trying to roll? If it's how many leaves per cigar, this is a 50, and I usually use 6 or 7 in total, depending on the thickness of the individual leaf. It has a lot to do with that. You have to feel what they are in your hands. It's the something else I heard another gentleman say. His name is Bliss. His channel is Bliss Cigar Co. He said you have to trust your hands. They are your tools, and they will tell you, hey, that's not enough, or hey, that's way too much. Yeah, not leaving these in the mobile. Hey, look at that. There's 10. Whoop, whoop. 1/5 of the way complete. Clean up this little mess over here. Get rid of all of these dudes. Set those over there. We got a big pile of wrapper. All right, now we can bunch another 10. Whew. At this rate, we get to 30. I'll be a happy man. At 8:43. There's a good and wet, so we'll leave them out. All right, time to get bunch again. The second set coming out of the presses will actually be better. Unicorns, 1983. Favorite cigars, one of mine. My favorite commercial cigar? Whew. I don't know. That's a tough question. I like a lot of cigars. And yes, I do smoke commercial cigars too, just not as often. If I'm going to spend money on cigars, I'd rather it be on cigars that I create. Thank you, Bran. Appreciate you, baby. You cannot buy these. They are not for sale. This is for entertainment and education. Just over 1,000 people watching. You guys are incredible. Lost count 1689. Holy crap. Occasionally we get a big fat stem I gotta pull out. If they're small, I'll leave them. They do provide some semblance of structure, and they do add flavor. Seth is at it again. Go, Seth. I have no idea what those things actually do. I truly don't. I don't have a clue what they do. Oh, I hear the TV in the other room. That's what I hear. I didn't know what was happening in there. Shit. I just cut that one to 5 inches. Well, this one will have to be a closed foot. And that's what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing. Actually, I'm just going to leave that and then measure out farther beyond it. And that was a nice long bunch too. There's plenty of room. Good gracious. But yeah, exactly. A petite Robusto. There you go. This leaf looks rough. I'm trying to use up this leaf just because it's... Wow, thank you so much. Saw it blast by at Mach 4. 1.6 thousand of you folks. Y'all are awesome. Whoop, whoop. We are killing it tonight. Surprised we haven't had a visit from the furry dog. Huh. All I saw was the word Cuba. Pick and roll. Yeah, I'm doing my best, man. Yes, I would agree. They are as good as Cubans, just different. Different. That's the biggest difference in the tobaccos. Is where they're grown and the soil and the environment that they're grown in. They got to think of tobacco like wine grapes. Okay, where they're grown, what the summer's like, how much water they got, all that stuff takes into account what that cigar is going to taste. No, whew. I had 2 seconds there. I thought I was using wrapper to bind with. I about cried. I got a leaky spot. Oh, that's better. Perfect. Much better. Got to fix those holes as they go. You can't let them go by. Damn it. No, Ken Dog, they are not. These are Dominican, Nicaraguan, Honduran, and African, where most of the time cigarette tobacco is either bright or burley or Turkish. Pipe tobacco can have Oriental. It can have the same as cigarette tobacco. I've got blends that I use. So I use pipe tobacco in cigars, and they're quite lovely. It's a very interesting addition. It's not something you're expecting out of the gate, and you're like, oh wow, nice little pulse of flavor. Whew, 586. Yes, they do smoke evenly. They do. But you have to let them rest. Have to let them rest. All right, onward. Some countries except for... Yeah, right. Believe me, if I could get my hands on it, I would roll with it. And let me rephrase that. If I could get my hands on it and it was legal, I would roll with Cuban tobacco. As long as it was good Cuban tobacco. But just because it's Cuban doesn't mean it's immediately good. Got to be grown well, fermented well, cured well, fermented well, all the things. Cuba may become our 51st state. Well, I mean, yeah, okay. Wonder how the Cuban folks feel about that. Any Cubans in the audience? Let me rephrase that. Any Cuban Americans in the audience? Because I know Cuba's having some pretty serious issues with power and internet right now. I am following that quite closely. I have been to Cuba, and it's it can be an absolutely beautiful place. It just needs some help. And hopefully they're going to get it. I busted this one all to hell. What's the difference? Wait, what's the difference between the tobacco and a mild cigar? The priming, where it comes off of the plant. Hold on, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. Shit. Had a binder crack, so we'll go back and fix it. That way the cigar doesn't look like shit. There we go. There we go. Sorry, it's not that I'm not paying attention to you guys. I'm just rocking and or rolling. See what I did there? All right, I got to be more careful. I'm getting inconsistent. Got to be more careful. See, that was what I was honestly most concerned about. Not the ability to roll the 50, because I know I can. I don't know if I can do it in 3 hours. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can't do it in 3 hours, considering we're coming up on a solid 2 right now. I'm not even halfway through. Oh, anyway, like I was saying, that was my biggest concern, and that will be what stops me. Is when the quality of what I'm doing starts to really... What the fuck am I doing? All right. Reset. Okay, I'm going to have to focus for a minute, guys. I'm getting a little... I'm going to have to take a 5-minute break. Smoke a cigar and whatnot. Isn't that always the idea? Great. Making money while you're making money. Corey, it's a hobby at the moment. Is it cutting it to size? Yes, I was cutting it to size, but what I was doing was I was cutting a wrapper because my brain had quality over quantity. Amen, brother. Amen. Amen. That will be what stops me tonight, is when I see the quality of what I'm doing dropping dramatically. when I'm struggling consistently to roll good bunches, I will stop, because then it's just a waste of leaf, and then I end up having to fix shit afterwards. Or worst case, I end up with a bunch of cigars that smoke like shit, and that's just disrespectful to the people that spent all this time making this tobacco. And I will not disrespect them. I have an enormous amount of respect for them. I have one, Jenna. Are there veins in cheap cigars? It depends. And the definition of a cheap cigar is selective. Cheap cigar can be, machine made or something of that nature. And the big factors are doing the same thing. They just don't want to waste money. They've got all this money and time invested in this tobacco. I mean, some of this tobacco is from 2021. Somebody's had to take care of it all that time. There we go. Perfect. Go, Seth. I hear you, dude. Technically, no. They are the same tobacco. Some of the machine-made cigars are what's called short filler. So, yes, they will taste different. The flavor will not be as consistent. You will still have the same tobacco that's in these cigars. It's just not as consistent. I'm not cutting any more off of that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because I like that length. There we go. And apparently my tape measure is buried somewhere in here. All right, that's 4. Where are we at? What's going on? 186, folks. They smoke different for sure, yes. Veins give your cigars character. Smoking. You get back here right now with a couple of veins on either side. Yeah, absolutely. No, Patrick, I appreciate that, but no, we don't. We just do this for entertainment and education. Maybe sometime in the future we'll be able to sell them, but that's a lot of government paperwork ahead. Trying to make the distinction as to whether or not it's actually worth it. To go through the government crap. Lils, they are a combination of Dominican, Honduran, Nicaraguan, and African Cameroon with an Ecuadorian wrapper. Yes, that's true. There are tobacco. Privado Cigar Club just had something that was nuts, man. It, been sitting in some guy's humidor in Orlando, and they had 300 of them, and they were perfectly preserved. They were 25 years old. They sold out in seconds. Nice. We're just rolling cigars, Kona. Appreciate you. A good cigar for a beginner. Stick with the lighter colored wrappers. Something mild. When you walk into a cigar lounge, the best thing to do is talk to the person behind the counter, have a conversation with them. They'll ask you some questions, and they will more than likely put you on a cigar that you will enjoy. Most of the folks that work in cigar stores actually really love these So they are happy to share. Lord knows I am. You see me moving my fingers back and forth on this end before I cut it. What I'm looking for is where it sharply drops off. Merc, thank you, brother. Nice to see you. Take it easy. Go get you something good to eat. We will see you on the flip side, so to speak. Let me tell you one thing. I'm at least going to get that next tray wrapped. I'm going to get these bunched and hopefully get through that tray. I'm going to get through that tray, damn it. It's not going to beat me. It ain't beat me. Cannot be defeated. Oh, thanks to some words. I got some words and some slow pictures. I finally got the hardest one I've ever rolled. People always say start light. Yes, it's more of a personal taste. But look, a cigar shop has already smoked. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, the Dutch Amish do have a wonderful tobacco harvest. They got strangely enough, they've got a bunch of videos out too. I've watched quite a bit of their stuff. I mean, figure farming is what they do. So why wouldn't they be exceptionally good at it? And they are. Obviously, they don't partake, but that doesn't mean they don't know how to grow it. God damn it, I did it again. Fine. I'm just going to bunch with it. My brain wants to wrap so bad. It's all right. I can make this work too. Yeah, valid. I thought I was bunching, but apparently my brain decided it wanted to wrap. So we are going to use this cut binder. Damn it. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can see I'm getting distracted, and the leaf is really dry too. Lay it over another one. Roger. Damn, running out of right-hand wrappers. Gonna need more leaf in this one. Thanks for the pullback, fish. I needed it. And brain's starting to scramble. Probably because I'm paying a lot of attention to the chat too instead of what I'm doing. A little accordion bunch there. I gotta tell you, the more I do this, the more of an enormous amount of respect I gain for the folks that can do this for 8 or 10 hours a day. And their quality has to be dead on all the time. No slacking, no nothing. It has to be dead on all the time. No weird shapes. No soft spots. No ugly veins. At least I can give myself a little bit of wiggle room. Yes, Jackson does smell quite fantastic. The Scars, I say, loves Romeo and Juliet too. We smoked many over the years, same name. Yep. Uh-oh. This is the last right-hand wrapper. I mean, right-hand binder. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm not going to use them. down up there. Little tiny leaf. Takes two of them to do anything. This is the last batch of Nicaraguan that I got my hands on, and as you can see, they are quite small. Well, that one's a good size, of course. The one I pick up to show you. But in comparison to the Olors, the tiny leaves almost look like some kind of oriental variety. Chuck, I am on the north side of the equator. Wow. He's young and I'll do it in two. Shit. Dude, if I got, whew, I gotta be honest, Bliss. I don't know if I got 4 hours in me, my dude. I don't know. I mean, we're at a little over 2 hours right now. We've only got 10 wrapped. But this is, they're 26, so this is number 27, bunched. Yeah, that 4 hour time limit, that would have, yeah, 4 hours I'll be brain dead and my hands will hurt, but I can get it done. Glue was a little thin tonight. Kind of went watery on me. I was not expecting that. Got about dulled these scissors out. Nice. 10 per hour is super respectable. Okay, and then I'm pretty pleased where it would be. Shit. Now we have to switch directions because we are out of the right-handed wrapper. I mean, right-handed binder. You can blow up a couple of binders and all of a sudden you have to switch. Now I have to remember. All right, trying to fish. That would be excellent. Wow. Yeah, 5. Yeah, I can do it in 5. That's 10 an hour. That's respectable. We're gonna have to do a standing stretch here in a minute. Not the most comfortable chair, but I'm complaining. We don't complain, we just push through it. Finally. I was wondering if there was any good sized leaves in here. truth. It's definitely a feat of endurance. Gives you a new respect for the people that do this all day. That looks like a Corona. That's too skinny in here. I'm gonna have to go back and add more. This one. Accordion action. Yeah, that's much better. Damn it, popped it. Saved it. A little bit soft on the foot there. A little bit soft. That's the change up. All right, I'm gonna get this mold full, and then I'm gonna stand up, stretch my legs. 2 more in this mold. Damn. Yeah, look at the size of these. They're little tiny things. These are Nicaraguan Condego. Takes 2 of them to make 1 leaf. This Oh Lord Viso looks more like Lajero. We're kind of making sure it's in the middle. Sorry. Thanks, Pumpkin. Doing what I can. Trying to get her done. Oh, Lewis, that does sound like a good night. Burma call, correct. Burma call is the adhesive that I use, the glue. Did I get there? Barely, but I got there. No soft heads. Come on, give me something. Works. Back a little bit more. Move that up. Ah, that's much better. There we go. Now we've settled back into a groove. Much better. All right, one more. Sorry, I'm kind of half watching the chat. About 20. Yeah, this is actually this bunch is number 30. And we've been going 2 hours and 17 or 18 minutes. I'm not terribly unhappy with that. Blown apart a few binders, blown apart a few wrappers. No, there's none off screen. Nope, just those right there. It's kind of why I pulled to set the camera up the way I did. I didn't want anybody saying, well, we didn't do them all, we couldn't see them. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get to 50. I'm going to go until something hurts bad enough that I can't do it anymore, or I run out of something. I recommend for a beginner cigar smoker to go to a actual cigar store and talk to one of the tobacconists, find out what you really like, and then they will be able to help you pick your first cigar. That is my honest answer. This will do. Thanks. Nice job. Thanks, Peaches. You are most welcome. No worries, man. No worries, Peaches. Sorry about that. I kind of feel like I'm getting behind, but I'm not. That's 30 in the olds. Yeah. Go over here. Pull out mold number 2. Stick mold number 1 in the press. Sorry for the shaky camera. Ugh, there we go. All right, let's see how these dudes turned out. Pretty as you please. All right. If y'all don't mind, oops, shit. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. Run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Close the door. Okay, thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. Shit. Come on, get in there. All right. Keep the leaf separated as possible. Pick up all my little nubbins. Move these to the scrap bag. to try to maintain some level of order. Otherwise, it'll seriously devolve into chaos. All right, where are we at? You get cut. Thanks, fish. Got to be comfortable, baby. All right. Kinda want to break all the damn rules tonight. I think I'm gonna. Yaban. Little drink. Just water. Nothing crazy. I'll do this off camera. It can't be seen. All right, here we go. We're back. Do you wash your hands? Of course I wash my hands. Yeah, there's an old joke about that too. Muffins or cannons, we do not sell them. This is for entertainment and education only. Snuff is the stuff you make when you. Yeah, okay, I don't disagree with that. That's not something I have ever done. Sorry, I'm using a soft flame. Takes a little longer. Okay. Take our binders, put them back. Ugh, come here. That says wrapper. This says BDR. Wait a minute. Great. Good job, John Boy. Wow, that was a critical mistake. Apparently, the last set we were bunching, I was using a wrapper. Fantastic. Tiny details, John Boy, tiny details. Tiny, tiny details. Tisk, tisk, tisk. But at least it was the left-handed ones and not the right-handed ones, because then I'd be in trouble. And we go back to our right-handed wrappers. Some of these wrappers are not the best, so we're just going to work through them the best we can. Slap the chair back in a little bit. And that alone just got me 18 and up. That's okay too. See that? Well, fish, that actually makes sense now. Why I kept cutting the other ones into wrappers, into this wrapper shape. So my brain was like, that's a wrapper, dude. I mean, I can tell these didn't get to stay in the press very long. They are quite soft. I mean, the draw's right, but they are quite soft. Not sure I'm gonna get there. Shit. Not super happy with this. Normally I would just trash this wrapper and keep going. But considering I used half my damn wrappers. Yeah, that's gonna oh, I got some Maduro out too. We'll be all right. I was smart and did set up backup wrapper just in case. How many people are watching? There's a couple hundred left. That works. Cool. Come here. Let's get rid of you. Like to have had a slightly larger flag, but this will have to do. Roger. Thank you, Fish. You guys are the voice of reason. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Fuck, it's backwards. Yep, see, this is what happens. Usually about this time. Sorry, I can see the chat moving in my peripherals. I'm trying to just calm down and roll. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I started prepping leaf Wednesday. No, Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday. And I split everything up last night, wrapper and binder. And when I got home from work today, I pulled all this out just to make sure it was clean and at least had some level of case on it. Not just crispy stuff. I mean, we're at 66% according to the hygrometer. I don't know whether or not that's true. Wow. Thanks, gentlemen. I think I actually needed those words. Calm down. This one's going to be jacked up. Oh. Gotta grab my measuring Robusto because somewhere in this pile is my tape measure. And I know that these Robustos are 5 inches. You know, kind of depending on these tightening up a little. That's a shit, a box press, that one will be fine. I don't know. Honest Humidor, howdy. Nice to see you, man. Appreciate the shout out the other day. That was wicked fun. I just got home from work and was like, hold my, I called my girl like, yo, check this out. Yeah, that's what it is. These really needed more time in the press. We got the machine. Are you kidding me? Shit. I guess I don't. Let's get the right side up. cool, I can get a flag out of there. Ah, right on, cool. And of course, as I have learned, if I twist this top too hard, it will pull the cap, pull the flag completely off. No, we do not sell them. This is just for education and entertainment. Oh, I hear the peaches. Pink gorgeous. How's she going? Good. Good. We are slow. We have 30 bunched. A little slow going, but we're doing fine. Doing great. Where are we at? 240. We had over 2,000 earlier. That's pretty wild. It's slowing down to just the hardcore folks now. I had some guy that was like slamming jewels at us for like 20 minutes. It was pretty wild. Oh yeah, I mean, I've held about 10 an hour. I'm a little bit slow, but I'm doing fine. We were talking earlier that I'd rather have good quality. I'd rather the quality be good and not hit 50 than just slam 50 and then they look like shit, or they don't draw, or they're too loose. You know what I mean? Beansy and them haven't had treats yet. Thank you, sweetheart. Shit! Tore it. Is it gonna give me enough to get back around? Yes, it is. It's gonna give me enough to hide my sin. Thank you, Scott. You too, man. Appreciate you hanging out as long as you guys did. Y'all are troopers. Man, I can't believe that was a big-ass tear. Did y'all see that? It was like a huge tear. I managed to work my way through it. Got lucky. No, Bryce, these are personals. We don't hold the proper licensing for selling. Shit, Brandy got on for a little while. It's kind of awesome. Brandy and Blonde. Blonde didn't have a lot to do tonight, which was kind of nice. It wasn't a bunch of people talking about things they shouldn't be talking about. Yeah, definitely. Can I ask you for a favor? Mm-hmm. You bring me a torch lighter from the living room? I know. Everybody laughs when I say that, and I'm serious. I do not play with the federal government. Those people do not screw around. Thank you, sweetheart. Gracias. Yeah, that one so I can see the number of actives in the chat. And this one so I can actually see the chat and see what's going on and see where my hands are placed. Gives me 2 different views. This is usually how I do it. Let's see how I feel when I finish this mold. That'll be the, my shoulders are hurting pretty good. Yeah, bullshit you. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't mean to whisper, but yeah, we're just pushing through. Getting a little stiffness in the back and the shoulders. So I am sitting in a chair that's also as antique as this board is. I do have a blanket on it. Oh, that's much better. That'll tighten up into a pretty cigar.
I say hello.
Hmm?
I say hello.
Hello. You want to say hello?
Hello, everybody.
Well, go ahead and say hello.
Hi.
It's the other half of Pirates Cove. The much prettier half. Well, I think so. Get Merc, probably, these are kind of wet, so I'm going to say at least a week, if not 10 days or better. I like to let them sit as long as I possibly can, which is why I roll every day. Just keep up with my habit more than anything else. I'm not even worried about the draw in these. I know the draw's right. Yeah, bless. I figured I'd give myself the best opportunity I could if I had the leaf laid out in an order where I could just pick them up and go through it. My bunch binder and wrapper off to the side, pre-split, like you were talking about when you go do a gig. How you can just set up and reach in and grab and go. I'm using a Rode wireless mic. One of these little devils. And these are old. These are, shit, 3 or 4 years old. I asked Jessica to grab me a set of cheap knockoffs off of whatever one that was, the Chinese direct website, which I don't like using, and I give her shit about it all the time. She knows it's all in fun. But those lasted about 3 weeks, and then they stopped charging. So I borrowed these from a friend. Anytime, my dude. Anytime. Yeah, what I'm using to record is a Samsung S23. My everyday phone is a 25. I'm at least going to make half. Maybe. Oh, I was wondering if you were still around. Fish says, hello, Mrs. Pirate. That's about the only thing I don't like about this Casquillo is if it gets stuck in there, I have no way to get it out. I have to kind of get a blow across it and see if I get it to break free. Whew. There's still a couple hundred people. Man, you guys rock. Fish, thanks for that tip about the way I was cutting the tip, the way I was cutting this tip. It makes it a lot easier. It makes, when I roll back over to do that initial tuck on the foot, I think it makes it cleaner. Certainly makes it easier. Nice. Mila, they are tobacco leaves. Everything you see is tobacco. All these leaves, all of these leaves, these. No paper at all. The only thing in this that's not tobacco is what you see me dip my finger in, and that is Burmacol. It is a cellulose gum. It is odorless and tasteless and does not leave a sheen behind. Which is one of my pet peeves with the some of the other stuff, the other pectins and whatnot that can be used. They left a weird kind of residue behind that I just didn't like the way it looked. Blonde, I'm surprised you're still here, baby. Seriously, I was like, I figured Blonde's gone. She done gone to bed. I mean, it is 20 minutes to 10. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna finish these 10. Strangely enough, even if I don't, I'll whatever number we finally end up with, whatever it happens to be, I'm still quite pleased. Nice. Fortunately, Liz, most of the weird talk has not been here tonight, and I'm totally good with that too. Clean my hands off. Hasn't been a whole lot of that crap tonight, thank God. I mean, it was in the beginning, but there always is. And that person that went on the jewel spree, that was crazy. I still don't understand the jewels. Shit, single capping. Nice, thanks, babes. Thanks, Mike, appreciate you. Mr. Young. Shit. Got a little out of hand. Back up here where you belong. No, dudes, we're actually in Virginia. Somewhere in Georgia now. Good old Virginia. Commonwealth thereof. It'd be much warmer if we were in Florida. Excuse me. I have to keep remembering to uncross my feet. Oh shit, thanks Slayer. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, man, we'll get it out there to them. Those folks are doing some good work. Yeah, I really wish I could have left these in the press a lot longer. I mean, normally if I put them in the press, they stay there several hours, if not overnight. Damn it. I mean, do what you gotta do over there. Don't worry about this. This is fine. Maybe a grand total of maybe 45 minutes. And that's, well, no, they weren't even in there that long. Probably 30 minutes, 15 minutes aside. And it's probably the least amount of time I've ever left them in. And I can see the difference. Gives them time to dry a little bit and tighten up. Still got a few hundred folks hanging out. Appreciate y'all for staying along. Well, like I said, we'll go as long as we can. We'll either run out of parts or run out of body. That's the one I wanted. Huh. I don't know. I just know this is the traditional method. Well, not the true traditional method. The true traditional method is in paper. That's how I actually learned at first, before I ever got a mold. Kind of an ugly cap. I don't know why I let that cigar. I knew I wasn't going to get to smoke it. No, I wish they were made with Cuban tobacco, but they are not. They are made with Ecuadorian, Honduran, Dominican, and African Cameroon. The binder is the wrapper is Ecuadorian, the binder is Dominican, and the fillers are Nicaraguan, another Dominican, and the African, Honduran, Nicaraguan. Yeah. Caps keep getting smaller. No, like I said, I wish they were Cubans. I think that'd be something I'd like to do one day. It's just, even if I just got to roll with some Cuban tobacco, I think that would be just cool. The tradition alone, just feeling even more tied to it. I got into it because I was tired of paying high prices for cigars. I mean, and I still buy cigars from time to time, but they got to be something outrageous or something that somebody's like, man, you got to try this. And a few times I've tried to reverse engineer it to get, if it was one I really, really liked, I would try to reverse engineer it. The first one I tried to reverse engineer was the Casa Cuba by Fuente, and then I got pretty bloody close, and actually ended up creating a blend that I ended up liking better than the Casa Cuba. Has more olor in it. So it has more of that fermenty, funky, cheesy taste to it that I really like. Slowing down, guys. A wrapper with the most chocolate taste. Ooh, San Andreas. It's more of that Mexican chocolate, that spicy chocolate. Yeah, I've got this Maduro over here that it's got a real heavy chocolatey taste to it. It's a number 2, so it's real short. So it's only good for like Coronas or maybe Petit Robustos. Something short or something really thin. I mean, you couldn't roll Lanceros with it. It's not long enough. But you could definitely do like a Panatella or a Mareva. Oh yeah, some of these dudes are going into box press for sure. At least fill it once, that's 5. Shit. Tore it. Not getting a flag out of there. That's for damn sure. Might be able to snatch one out of here. Sweet. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin Pie. I love you too. Go get some sleep. Get some rest. Tomorrow's another day. This was, I'm not going to say I talked a bunch of shit because I did not. I knew this was going to be a task that was going to push me. And I was happy about that. I'm still happy about that. But I am absolutely freaking running out of steam. I'm starting to feel it like across my shoulders. Keep having to remind myself to uncross my feet. Big shaped wooden stand in the back. Where can I get one? Actually, I will make you one. That is something we are working on at the moment, Carlos. I don't know if it actually has a real name. Amen, Muffins. I hear you, dude. I don't know if it actually has a name. I just call it the working rest. But we've got some. I can do it right now pretty much out of either mahogany or pine. Just kind of depends. Shoot me a jump off. Once we get done here, go ahead and just leave me your email, and we'll talk about it over email. Yes, Jonathan, this is live. Sweet. That you don't? Yes, you do not inhale cigars. I mean, you can, but you're going to pay the price. What's that? What does it keep doing with the end and the top cover? I'm straightening it out, and then I've got a little. Oh, you can barely see it, but this is the glue that we're locking it all together with. So when I reach up there, I'm getting that. But that's pretty much what I'm doing. I was trying to smooth it out so it's as pretty as possible. My main purpose for the stand is to just hold the cigars while especially if I'm doing a set. Then I will put them up there and let them dry till the next morning. And then I'll put them up in the drying trays. I've got drying trays up there. And then they'll sit in the drying trays for another week. The room is temperature and humidity controlled. It sits at about 65 and 72 degrees. I keep the humidity a little lower so it sucks the humidity out of them. Yes, we do grow tobacco. This is not our tobacco, though. This is store-bought tobacco, for lack of a better term. I don't think that one tucked real well. I'm going to lose quite a bit off the end of that. That's going to be Petit Robusto. Nice. Enjoy the Robusto. I just heard the heater click on. No, Virginia. Yes, a massive history of growing tobacco, and we still grow quite a bit. Not as much as North Carolina or Connecticut, but mostly North Carolina as far as cigarette tobacco goes. I don't know if there's any cigar tobacco like Cuban seed varietals grown in Virginia. I don't know. I know I've got some growing. I'm sorry, we've got some growing. But I have no idea how it's going to react. This soil is very different than anything I've seen in any of the farm tours that I've looked at. Apparently this land we live on was once a homestead, so the land has been worked. Hopefully not overworked, but we amended with 8 yards of soil. 8 yards of topsoil and compost to try to bring it back. Well, let's see if this is going to cut nice for me. Nope. That's going to be an ugly tip. This is number 20, folks. I gotta cover these dudes back up. They're starting to dry out a little bit. Wow, we're 3 hours in, and I am finishing number 20. So not terrible, because I am truly an amateur. I will take that number all day long. I should have set a time limit for myself. I would have made it a little easier. Yeah, I probably could have bunched these a little tighter too. But they're doing fine. Just finishing them up with the wrapper. If I can keep from tearing it, we'll be fine. This is not a gorgeous way to do it. Yeah, I would have really liked these to have stayed in the press a bit longer. And unravel that a skosh. That one's ugly. Damn it. Oh, I gotta fucking stretch. Good stretch. Let's see if we can get a halfway decent cap, halfway decent flag out of this. Might be able to make that work. Yeah, that works. Okay. 150 folks watching. Yeah, that one looks like shit. It's almost got a pointed end on it. Had had a different mold. Ah, damn it. Tore it. Let me find another piece that I can get a calf flag out of. It's pretty close. I agree, Slayer. I agree 100%. Yeah, the scary thing is we're 3 hours in and I'm not even halfway there. And I'm feeling it pretty good across my shoulders. Call that sins of my youth coming back to bite me in the ass. Many years of skateboarding and jumping out of airplanes and shit. God, I literally hear this, a phrase somebody said earlier reminded me of something I was taught a long time ago. It's find your limit and then push through it. Limitations are our mind. Body can take a lot more than we give it credit for. All right, well, the last 3 have looked like absolute shit. Nice. Nice. All right, guys, that's 20. I got 21 through 30 in the mold. And the last 3 I rolled look like absolute shit. And at least make half. You're not going to bed, are you?
Yes.
Damn it.
Just worn out before.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Me too.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm right behind you. All right, you know what? In the just for quality's sake, I wrap one more and take your time, Roger. Ugh. These have had a little bit more time in the mold, a little bit more time in the press. Maybe they'll be a little better, but I'm not going to bunch anymore. I know better than that. Which means I'll be up at 4 in the morning finishing these. Oh yeah, that even feels better coming out of there. One more. How many wrappers do we have left? One good one. Okay. Wrap one more and take your time. Good night, Brand. I agree, 100%. No leaving on 3 sour ones. Going to crash, baby girl. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love you, little one. But I'm literally having to finish the compression of the bunch with my fingers as I'm trying to wrap it. But that's fine. Probably could have packed them a little tighter too. That's better. She's a little bumpy, but she'll be better if she goes in the box press. As what we'll do, we'll take the 5 ugliest ones and stick them in the box press. Then they won't be ugly anymore. Damn right, dude. Much better flag. Yeah, I'm gonna be okay going out on this one. This feels better. Got a nice long flag. Might actually get a true double cap or triple. Much better. I was just a fan of jumping out of planes. No, I was Navy. I actually did the skydiving thing after I got out of the military. I'm that psycho that actually paid. Unlike I did it as part of my service. It was like, oh yeah. Some of my friends were going to do it. And I'm like, shit, yeah, let's do it. And the young lady, Brandy Terrell, that's on here, her freckles on her face are courtesy of that day. She was just a wee tiny one. That was many moons ago. The moon of the red grass. Random shit that goes through my head, usually movie quotes. That is so much better. Now that one I can go out on. But first, let's get the box press. Where's it at? Where'd I put it? I held it up with it. Ah, right here. The box press. I'm gonna pull out the 42s, keep the 50s. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. 50. Pretty sure that's 50 as well. It is. These dudes are the 42s. Yeah, man. We do what we can. One. What we're doing here, folks, is box pressing. We're going to take the 3 last ones that were not of the prettiest prettiness, and we'll squeeze them flat, but we're going to take 5. Turn them into box presses. Get back over there where you belong. Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, that's what I did wrong. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. That's better. All right, now what we're gonna do is we'll put this top on here, and we'll take these 9 that remain, and we will squeeze them all together, and these will roll 100% better tomorrow morning. Man, it still didn't roll it up high enough. Come on, get there, baby. Just give me enough space to get in. Ah, just barely. All right. Give those dudes a squeeze. Give everybody a good tight push. All right. Whew. Folks, I would like to thank each and every one of you for this 3-hour and roughly 20-minute marathon of watching me roll cigars. There we got 21 complete out of the intended goal of 50, but we did get 30 bunched. So that's still a pretty good number considering I've only been rolling for just at a year and a half. I'm pretty happy. The last one turned out much, much better than I had the last 3. Thanks, Fish, for not letting me quit on a shitty one, because that will not let me stop on a shitty one, because that is not how this game is played, and I'm 99% sure I'm going to get 18 and up anyway. Brothers, my pleasure. You guys are the best. But right now, I'm going to smoke this box press with this wonderful, wonderful San... is this San Andreas? No, this is Connecticut Broadleaf. This is my blend I've been working on for a year and a half. Well, it's one of the first blends I started working on, so a little over a year. Ah, lovely. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate you. I want you guys to have a wonderful evening and a great day at work tomorrow. Whatever you do tomorrow, celebrate, enjoy your lives. That's what this is all about. Just enjoying life. I thank you all so much, and cheers. A good day, good life, and thank you for sharing your time. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you so much. Have a great one. Talk to you later.